And I'll tell you today, I am so tired. If you can see, I look tired. Because I am tired. Because I have been working my butt off in the gym. And I think my body's just like, it's time to take a rest, girlfriend. What are you doing? Um, but for some reason, I'm saying it's time to push through. I mean, typically, I was learning that, like, Natalie, you need to take a rest. Oh, this is not turning down. And I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. Shut up. I don't want to hear myself. Hi, Tada. How are you? I don't know if you're still on here. Um, yesterday I was talking about the small self, the big self, the little self, the wholeness, the Trinity that lives within us. It's definitely been talking about Moses and Noah and all of these older stories that seem to be repeating themselves in a different way, or reminders of them. And so, really just wanting to see where you guys are. What exactly is going on in your life? Just shoot me a message. I can tell you right now that Facebook isn't doing such a good job of allowing messages to go through for some reason or another. But please do that. I did sleep in a little bit late today. I am tired. You can see it in my face, right? It's just um, all of the stuff that I have going on, right? And there comes a point when you have to allow yourself the refuge or the resting space to recuperate. You can't keep going forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, or you're gonna get sick, 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 sick. And so yesterday I had a little bit of a dizzy spell, and I was like, "What is going on?" It's like probably a cue for me to just slow down a little bit, slow down, and take some rest or relax, or um, if I do continue to work towards my goals, do it very slowly, very just, it's okay. In other words, what I'm saying, it's okay. All right. Good morning. So today might be a super short Spirit and Coffee, because I really don't know what to talk about, to be honest with you. Like Natalie without words. That's like that's like the world without sunshine. Like my words are sunshine. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm giving myself too much credit here. Good morning. What is that, Dr. Rizzi? How do you say it? I'm sorry if I say it wrong. But I would love for you guys to put your insight or your input, or what are you guys experiencing? How is life for you? Are things crazy? Are they good? Are you feeling blessed? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling deprived, isolated, in grief? What is going on? Good morning, Doreen. How are you? And thank you, Doreen, for all of your posts. I like watching your videos, your workout videos. It definitely keeps me motivated, um, for sure. And then, watching your food, it keeps me motivated to make sure that I treat myself, not cheat myself, but treat myself to life. Oftentimes we get a little bit too hard on ourselves, and I do this all the time, and I've talked about it a trillion times. Um, and we forget to actually have enjoy the pleasures of life. And I think we can overindulge in the pleasures of life. That does happen too, and that's not good either, right? Too much of anything's not good. But sometimes, bye, love you. Have a good day. But sometimes we don't allow ourselves those pleasures, and we cut ourselves off completely, and cause ourselves our own suffering. And I just want to say that Doreen, who's on here, reminded me that I get to treat myself. And it's a good reminder, because I'm overly critical of myself. And I think we are. I think as humans, we criticize ourselves more than anybody else will. And we're a little bit harsher on ourselves. And sometimes we don't allow ourselves that space to just be, us, fully, wholly, and completely, like the full self-expression of who we are, um, and enjoy the pleasures of life, right? So I'm just gonna go into this, which is just a different spirit in coffee today. But I'm a Taurus, okay, so the bull. Um, and I do like astrology, and I do like looking at the signs and see what they have to offer in terms of, is there something that I can get from this? Good morning, Santiago. How are you today? Talking about astrological signs. Um, and by the way, thank you for all the music. I'm coffee music, very good. I like coffee music. Um, so I indulge in the pleasures of life, and that's so Taurus, right, itself is ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus is the planet of love and pleasure and joy, and likes fine things like fine wines and fine chocolates, and but a Taurus can overindulge, and that has become one of my biggest, hardest things that I struggled with when I was younger and stuff like that. Overindulge in chocolate a little bit too much, and it has a consequence. Um, but Doreen, if you're still on here, and I'm just giving you a bunch of kudos today, is she reminded me that, because I'm an extremist, I'm like, oh, well, I'll just cut it off completely and then never have chocolate, never have anything of pleasure. And that's not the way life should be, right? It should be this balance. And how do you balance that out? Um, and so I engage in those pleasures, but minimally. I don't overindulge in them like, oh my god, I just need all this stuff. So it's a minimal thing, and that's the thing with your life. It's looking at the balance, right? How do we find the balance of living in the pleasures of life, but also not overindulging to the point that we get ourselves sick? And it's the opposite way as well. How do we allow ourselves to not go to the extreme that we cut ourselves completely off from the pleasures of life, and then we suffer because we see that person eating that cookie. For those of you who watch The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, you guys probably, the ones who follow me on my personal page, know I love Baby Yoda because I am Baby Yoda. But like the cookies, right? He steals the cookies from other people because he wants the cookies. And if we don't allow ourselves to actually engage in the pleasures of life, then we're looking at those other people with like, we want that, I want that, right? Instead of just saying, I'm gonna have a little bit, I'm just gonna try a little bit, and then I'll be good. Instead of stealing the whole box of cookies. But you can do that too if you want to. So anyway, thank you for that, Doreen. I appreciate it. But today, Spirit and Coffee, Santiago, I don't know if you're still on here, Santiago, but he literally gave me feedback. He's like, you're all over the place. I said, yes, that's me. I'm all over the place sometimes. Is there a point? Sometimes, maybe not, and maybe that's okay. Today's one of those days. So, yay, you showed up to a day that has no point. Yesterday had a point, though. Yesterday was, about the Trinity that exists within us, the small self, the big self, and the duality of life itself. Um, but today, I just am literally, the point is to say that I am super tired. I've been working out and working out and working out, and you can see the result of me not resting enough. I am so tired. That usually or typically get up at 4:30 in the morning. So, goals is a big thing in my life. It's like, what are the goals and how are you living into your goals and how are you getting the results? And sometimes it takes a sacrifice and it takes more of us than we sometimes are even willing to give, but we have to give it all and leave it all out on the field. And, sometimes again, it can be an overindulgence of that, I'm just gonna keep going, and then because of that, sometimes our body's just like, shut down. And yesterday I literally got up and got a little bit dizzy. My mom was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know, I think I'm gonna pass out or something's gonna happen. But I didn't pass out, thank god. And today, when I was to get up at 4:30 and do my Kundalini practice, I could not get out of bed. I just couldn't. My body was like, no. And it's because if you're working hard, and this is not just in the gym, because for me, I'm like in the gym, right? So in the gym, I'm working super, super, super hard, lifting heavy, right? I mean, till I can't go anymore, right? And then not allowing my body to rest and restore itself can be very detrimental to my health. So there's this balance, you're right, finding balance in order to maintain a lifestyle. I feel restrictions can lead to overindulgence. Absolutely. I love the way you said that. And it will happen, and that's okay because the journey is not perfect. Absolutely. There you go. Doreen will put it in terms that probably make sense for everybody. Natalie's way of explaining stuff sometimes is a little bit more complex or whatever. But yes, finding the balance, because if we do overindulge, right, it's the underindulgence leads to overindulgence, kind of. The restrictions lead to the overindulgence. So for me, I just had to rest and, typically get up 4:30, do Kundalini, even get ready, all this stuff, and I just couldn't do it. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's okay. There's going to be days that you're just off and you need to rest, and you give yourself that time. Give yourself that space. There's going to be times where you need to eat the cookie, eat the damn cookie. There's going to be times where, you need to, I don't know, maybe push a little harder because you're not doing enough. And maybe you just need to push a little bit more to get the result you need, then do that. But yes, finding the balance. So I guess there is a point. The point is balance. So for me, I am going to rest today because I need rest for sure. I can feel it in my face. My face gets like puffy. See the puffy eyes? I'm going to put cucumbers on my eyes. I'm going to go lay there with cucumbers. And to help with, some of the probably the release of some toxins from the muscles, right? That's what happens when you work out really hard. You start to release, I don't remember what it is. Doreen will probably know. It's not acid, but it's acidic. No, I don't know what it is. Anyway, we have to be able to release the toxins, then restore, recover the body. So I would say today, and like I said, this is going to be super short, spirit and coffee, is to allow yourself to balance, find the balance between, right? Allow yourself to indulge, but not overindulge, but not restrict so much that you overindulge. I like that. I like those words. And allow yourself to rest if you need rest. And also share what's going on with yourself. Like, what's going on with you guys? I'd like to know. Are people having a hard time through this whole new year? Is it good for you? Is it hard? Are things not going the way you want them? Are they going the way you want them? Let me know. Because I'm interested. I'm here to support and to help. That's what I'm here for. And I want to know if I'm able, what can I do? I guess the question is, what can I do to support you guys? What is it that you guys are wanting to understand or know more of? Or what about my life can I share with you that might support you in your life? And I mean, think about those questions and send them to me. Maybe I'll put a post up, like, send me that information, because literally that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help, right? I want to give back to the world in a way that's meaningful, that's going to be impactful, that's going to help your journey. That's why I'm here. And sometimes I talk about, like, I was healing through the dark emotions, right? The book that I was reading, and I'll get back to that probably tomorrow. I feel like this book right here by Miriam Greenspan was important because we are going through sort of the dark night of the soul cosmically, and how can we actually allow ourselves to go through a grieving process and all support each other through that process. But perhaps, maybe You don't even know you're going through a grieving process. Maybe you don't feel like you are, and maybe things are good and there's something else going on in your life. Share that stuff with me. Like, you don't have to, if you don't want to share it publicly, you can share it and write an email to me at spiritandbrew@gmail.com. Inbox me. If you want to inbox me, that's fine. I will respond. I am really good about responding to inbox messages. I don't know what it is, but that's kind of like my thing, I guess. I guess I like talking through text message or something weird. Anyway, reach out to me. Tell me what's going on. What do you want to hear? What is it that you guys feel will support you through this challenging time? And, you know, perhaps I'll put that on my personal page just to get some feedback and insight. But that's what I'm here for, right? I really want you guys to know that I'm here for you. And me. I mean, I get something out of it as well, of course, but I really want to make sure that you guys are being supported and that I can provide, if I have any resources to provide, or if I have any insight to provide, or anything that can help you to be the better version of you. What is it going to take for you to be the better version of you? How can I support that? Right? So please, please tell me, write in, say this, you know, I'm going through this, or could you talk about this, or what about that, right? If I don't know, I will do research and I will apply it to my own personal life, because that's what I do. I'm an experiential life coach. I'm an experiential person, period. I experience these things before I talk about them. I'm like, well, does it work? And how does it work? And does it really work if we apply it to our life? Because if it doesn't have practicality behind it, it doesn't make sense to do it, right? That's how I feel. Why are we going to waste our time on things that actually are not going to get us the results that we're seeking? And I'm a results-oriented person. And so I'm saying, how do I support these people to get the results that they choose to have in their life? What is it that I can do to support you? Okay, so please let me know. I would love to know. And sometimes Facebook doesn't put your comments on here. Hey, Dennis, how are you? Doesn't put your comments on here for some reason. Sometimes I don't even see who's on here. I don't know why Facebook is doing that. But if I'll go back and read the comments, and if you guys have put something, then that's something that we can engage in the conversation. If this book is supporting you, right, the book that I read, if that's what's supporting you, then that's what I will continue doing. But let me know what's going on in your lives. What are you guys up to? Right? On my personal page, I'm talking about goals. If that's something that's important to you, we can talk about it here too. And I can get deeper into it. I will be doing a course on goals, actually, that does dive even deeper and deeper into it. And that is going to be coming soon. I'm going to be working in February on my website and getting things up and running in my courses. So, you know, you guys will have access to that. You know, perhaps I can do like, you know, like maybe few people get a free course to try it out and give feedback and see what that looks like for them. But it is happening finally, thank God. Whew, took forever, right? But it still happened. So there you have it. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm probably gonna go maybe lay down for a little bit. Go take a little nappy nap, even though it's like I should be up. I just woke up, but I'm still gonna go take a nap. Guys, remember, it's okay to take a time out. It's okay to take a pause. It's okay to allow yourself to relax and rest. I totally need it. I could see it in my face. And tell your face. Your face is telling you. Just kidding. Look at your face. That I need to rest and I need to do some beauty, and I should have put a pink flower in my hair today so that I at least felt somewhat better than I do now, as I felt pretty run down. Like that's how hard I've been wearing. Like, if I showed you my muscles, they look pretty good. They're coming out pretty good. I'm excited. Okay, so there you have it. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Please let me know what's going to support you. Please, 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 okay? So I love you guys. Kisses and hugs and lots of love. And I'll